Everyone, everyone says, if you want to lose fat, do more cardio. Run more. Sweat more. Burn more. That's the advice you hear everywhere, on social media, from friends, even from fitness experts. It sounds logical, right? The more you move, the more calories you burn. And the more calories you burn, the more fat you lose. Simple. Straightforward. Almost too easy to question. It feels like common sense, and when something feels that obvious, most people never stop to challenge it. They just follow it, hoping the results will come. But what if that's the exact reason you feel stuck? What if all that running, all that sweating, all that pushing, is actually holding you back instead of moving you forward? What if the very thing you believe is helping you is quietly working against you in the background? Because here's something most people don't realize: some of the leanest, most effortlessly fit women don't rely on cardio at all. They're not spending hours on treadmills. They're not killing themselves in intense HIIT sessions every single day. They're not chasing exhaustion like it's a requirement. And yet, they stay slim. They stay toned. They stay consistent. Without stress. Without burnout. Without feeling like they're constantly fighting their own body. They don't wake up dreading workouts, and they don't feel trapped in a cycle of doing more and more just to maintain their results. So what are they doing differently? Let's be clear before anything else. Cardio is not bad. In fact, it can be great for your heart, your endurance, and even your mental health. It improves circulation, boosts mood, and can help you feel more energized throughout the day. But the problem starts when some cardio turns into as much as possible. When it becomes something you rely on excessively, rather than something you use strategically. Because too much cardio creates problems that most people never talk about. Your body is incredibly smart. It's designed to protect you, not punish you. And one of the ways it protects you is by adapting fast. Much faster than you might expect. When you suddenly start pushing your body harder and harder every day, it doesn't automatically think, "Great, let's burn more fat." Instead, it asks a different question. Why is this happening? To your body, constant intense effort can feel like stress. Like danger. Like something is off. It doesn't know you're trying to look leaner or fit into a certain version of yourself. It only understands signals, and intense, repeated stress sends a very clear signal. So it shifts into protection mode. It slows things down. It conserves energy. It becomes more efficient, but not in the way you want. That's when progress starts to slow. That's when fat loss stalls. That's when you feel like you're doing more, but getting less. And this is where most people get it wrong. They think the solution is to push even harder. To double down on the same strategy that isn't working, hoping that more effort will eventually break through the plateau. More workouts. More cardio. Less food. More discipline. But that only makes the problem worse. It deepens the stress, increases the pressure on your body, and pushes it further into that protective state. Because here's what most people completely ignore. Stress. Every intense workout you do puts stress on your body. That's not a bad thing by itself, it's actually how your body grows stronger. But like anything, it only works when it's balanced with recovery. Now, stress isn't always bad. In small amounts, it actually helps you grow stronger. But when it becomes constant, when your body never gets a break, that's when things start to go wrong. That's when the benefits turn into setbacks. One of the key players here is cortisol. Cortisol is your body's primary stress hormone. It helps you respond to challenges, stay alert, and manage energy. It's useful. It's necessary. Without it, your body wouldn't function properly. But too much of it? That's where the problem begins. When cortisol stays elevated for too long, your body starts reacting in ways that directly work against fat loss. It shifts priorities from burning fat to preserving energy and protecting you. You begin to hold on to water. You feel bloated, even if your diet is clean. Your body starts storing more fat, especially around your belly. And the worst part? From the outside, it looks like nothing is working. There's no clear explanation, no obvious mistake you can point to. It just feels like your efforts aren't being rewarded. You're sweating every day. You're eating less than before. You're staying disciplined. But when you look in the mirror, you don't look leaner. You don't feel better. In fact, sometimes you feel worse. More tired. More frustrated. More confused. Your energy drops, your motivation starts fading, and what once felt like progress now feels like pressure. So naturally, you start blaming yourself. You think maybe you're not trying hard enough. Maybe you're not strict enough. Maybe you're doing something wrong. You start questioning your effort, your routine, even your ability to succeed. But the truth is, your body is not failing you. It's protecting you. Everything it's doing, the slowing down, the water retention, the fat storage, it's all part of a survival response. A built-in system designed to keep you safe when stress levels rise too high. Your body thinks it's helping you get through a stressful situation. It's trying to create stability in the middle of what it perceives as chaos. It doesn't understand that your goal is to look leaner. It only understands that something feels off, and it needs to keep you safe. And once you realize this, everything starts to make sense. The issue isn't that you're lazy. The issue isn't that you lack discipline. The issue is that you've been following an approach that pushes your body into resistance instead of cooperation. You've been working against your body, instead of with it. Now look at Japan. Their approach is different. They don't chase exhaustion. They don't train to collapse. They focus on balance. That's the first thing you notice when you really pay attention. Fitness isn't treated like punishment. It's not something extreme, aggressive, or overwhelming. Instead, it's something that blends naturally into daily life. Something sustainable. Something that doesn't feel like a constant battle. Movement is natural. Not forced. They don't rely on motivation spikes or intense bursts of effort. They don't wait for the perfect time to work out. Instead, movement is simply part of how they live. It happens without overthinking, without pressure, without turning it into something stressful. They walk more. They stay active all day. Walking isn't seen as something small or ineffective. It's actually one of the most powerful habits they have. It keeps the body moving, the blood flowing, and the metabolism active, without overwhelming the system. But they don't rely on long, intense cardio sessions. They're not spending hours trying to burn as many calories as possible in one go. They're not pushing their bodies to the limit every single day. And because of that, they avoid the stress response that often comes with excessive training. And that makes a big difference. Instead of killing yourself for 1 hour, they do something simple. They move often. Walking. Standing. Daily activity. This kind of movement may look small on the surface, but over time, it adds up in a powerful way. It keeps your body engaged throughout the day instead of exhausting it in one short burst. This keeps the metabolism active. Without stress. Your body doesn't feel threatened. It doesn't feel like it needs to protect itself. Instead, it stays in a more balanced, responsive state, one where fat loss can actually happen more easily. Your body likes consistency. Not extremes. That's something most people overlook. They jump from one extreme to another, intense workouts, strict diets, sudden changes, hoping for fast results. But the body doesn't respond well to extremes. It responds to patterns. To stability. To habits that it can trust. And this is where the real shift begins. Now let's talk about food. This is key. Because no matter how you move, what you eat, and how you eat, plays a huge role in how your body responds. They don't starve. They don't obsess. There's no constant restriction, no extreme dieting, no unhealthy relationship with food. Eating isn't treated like a problem to solve. It's treated as something natural, something to be enjoyed and respected at the same time. They eat with awareness. That's the difference. Not just what they eat, but how they eat it. Slow eating. Small portions. Meals are not rushed. There's no distraction, no mindless overeating. Each bite is taken with attention, allowing the body to properly register fullness and satisfaction. They stop before full. Around 80%. This habit alone changes everything. Instead of eating until they feel heavy or uncomfortable, they stop when they feel satisfied but still light. This keeps digestion smooth and prevents unnecessary calorie overload. This keeps digestion light and prevents fat storage. When you overeat, your body has to work harder to process everything. But when you eat just enough, your body functions more efficiently. It uses what it needs and doesn't feel the need to store excess energy. Also, meals are simple, balanced, not overloaded. There's no need for extreme combinations or excessive portions. Simplicity makes it easier for the body to digest, absorb, and use nutrients effectively. Another big habit. They don't eat all the time. There's space between meals. There's no constant snacking or continuous eating throughout the day. They give their body space. Time between meals. And that space matters more than people think. It allows your body to reset, to process what it has already consumed, and to shift into a state where it can start using stored energy. This helps lower insulin. And when insulin is low, your body burns fat. That's a key point. Fat burning doesn't just depend on how much you eat, it also depends on your body's hormonal state. And giving your body breaks between meals supports that process naturally. Also, they avoid late-night eating. Late-night meals often disrupt digestion and sleep. By avoiding them, they allow their bodies to rest and recover properly. Better sleep. Better recovery. And recovery is just as important as activity. Without it, your body stays in a stressed state, making it harder to see results. This part is underrated. Most people focus only on workouts and diet, but they ignore the role of recovery, sleep, and overall lifestyle. Their lifestyle is calm. Less rush. Less pressure. There's no constant urgency, no overwhelming stress, no need to push beyond limits every single day. They eat slowly. Walk calmly. Stay present. These small habits create a big impact over time. They reduce stress, improve digestion, and keep the body in a more balanced state. This keeps stress low. And low stress equals easier fat loss. When your body feels safe and balanced, it doesn't resist change. It doesn't hold on to excess weight as protection. It works with you instead of against you. Here's the simple plan. Walk daily. Move more. Train smart, not hard. Eat slower. Stop before full. Don't snack all day. Sleep better. Reduce stress. That's it. It's not complicated. It's not extreme. It doesn't require you to push yourself to exhaustion or follow strict, unsustainable routines. You don't need more effort. You need a better approach. Your body is not broken. It just needs balance. And once you give it that balance, everything starts to shift. Your energy improves. Your stress decreases. Your body begins to respond in a way that feels natural instead of forced. So stop chasing extremes. Stop believing that more pain equals more progress. Stop thinking that harder always means better. Start working